What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing today? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Crazy day. First we were down. In the morning, everything was red. Then a rocket ship came right back up. Everything was in the green, all major indexes. And then it looked pretty good. But then once I was getting set up for the show here in the last hour, I check again and everything is back in the red. So major sell-off here during power hour. Nasty way to end the day. And, yep, didn't really take a look at the stocks individually, but another bloodbath here today. So not great, but, you know, I'm not surprised at all. So yeah, I did have the Tendy Town background up while getting set up for the show. Now we're doing Reminiscence. I don't know what happened here in the last hour. What up, Joe?
Hey, hey, hey! What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you, as always. So, yeah. So today is Tuesday, March 8th, 2022. I'm your host, Ty, and this is Smarter Gambling. And, yeah, like I said, we're doing the show from Reminiscence today because, everything just sold off here during power hour. So another bloodbath here. Nasty stuff. What up, Marvin? What's up? So, yeah, regardless, you know, I'm not surprised about the nasty day. Pretty typical in 2022, right? We had that dead cat bounce, and now we're right back here at 416 now on SPY. 400 incoming. I sure hope not, but it kind of looks like it. But yeah, regardless, got a great show for you guys today. As always, we'll be doing our daily stock and crypto reviews. And we got a few articles today. I think like 5 articles. 2 about the SEC. They charged some Bitcoin frauds. You know, finally, SEC is doing something, although it's, you know, fraud is still running rampant. But we got some news. Some people charged in some big schemes there. We got an article about Apple, and I think they did have an event today, so we'll take a look at some of the stuff that happened during the Apple event. I believe they have some new gadgets out, MacBook, iPhone, some stuff, I don't even know, but they have a few gadgets out there, a few new gadgets today, so we'll look at that. And then we got some Russia updates, some general global Russia updates. So we got 5 articles there. And then today for the analysis. What's up, Zach? I didn't get the notification about the live today. Interesting. I don't even know how that works, to be honest. Did you click the bell and then you usually get a notification? I don't know, dude. That's interesting. YouTube is, I don't know what's up with YouTube, but not sure what's going on there. But I'm glad you stopped by anyway. You know, I'm here every day unless I say, you know, unless there's a holiday or unless I say I'm not going to be here. You know, we do this every day. So, yeah, not sure why the notification didn't come up, but glad you made the show anyway, dude. Appreciate you, as always. And then, yeah, for the analysis today, pretty much the same stuff as yesterday. And by the way, yesterday, my bad, guys. I wasn't able to pump the videos out. It was a lot of work, and I had stuff to do, and I just fell asleep. And you know, I feel pretty upset about that because there was a lot of stuff to talk about yesterday, and we could have got a lot of subs here. But that's okay. You know, we're still talking about the same stuff today, so I'll make sure I'll get the work done today. But yeah, my bad, guys. We should have had more subs here yesterday. We still got some subs, but I didn't pump out any videos. But yeah, we're gonna cover the same stuff today mostly. MULN, CEI, HUSA. So that's Mullen Automotive, MULN. CEI Camber Energy, HUSA, Houston. Already forget what it's called. American, Houston American Company, Corp. And then IMPP, which is Imperial Petroleum. So we're not going to do INDO. We did that yesterday. But yeah, we're pretty much going to cover the same stuff today. So that's going to be the boring part. Shouldn't take too long, though. And then we'll get to the Yolos. And there are some pretty decent Yolos today. Not too many memes. We had a lot of memes yesterday, but today we have some actual Yolos. So yeah, guys. Should be a pretty chill show. Thank you guys for joining. And let's do it. Every day except today, I unsub and subscribe back done. Alright, well, hopefully that fixes itself. I'm not sure what's going on there. I hope YouTube isn't like shadow banning me or something. I hope it's just something on their part. But alright, let's do it, guys. I guess anyone else, Joe or Marvin, did you guys ring the bell? Did you guys get the notification? Interesting. Well, good to know. Alright, let's do it, guys. So yeah, like I said, don't know what happened here during Power Hour. Everything went, well, it was a crazy day anyway. Everything opened in the red in the morning, and then everything went green. I was like, oh, okay, nice.
Bruh.
Yeah, and then during Power Hour, everything sold off again. So crazy, crazy day, very volatile. So here we are, everything in the red. Another bloodbath today in the stock market. Are you surprised? Not at all. I saw it today. All right, so Marvin says he saw it, so I'm not sure why you didn't get it, Zach. But you know, hopefully you get it tomorrow. All right, so Dow Jones down 0.56%. Oh, how did I forget? Rewind. And before we begin, please hit the like button. Please subscribe and catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. I don't know how I forgot that part. And then I didn't. Yeah, I said I was going to add the BitConnect memes. I didn't get a chance to do that either. So I'll add that tonight. But I got some extra BitConnect memes I'm going to add shortly here to the show. More memes for you guys. All right, so yeah, Dow Jones down 0.56%. NASDAQ down 0.93%. And the S&P 500 down 0.72%. So the VIX is actually down 3.73%, 1.36 points, down to 35 now. That's a bit odd because really it should have went up. You know, VIX is usually inverse of the indexes. So maybe it's a little confused here because everything was up, and then it went down very quickly in the during Power Hour. But yeah, VIX is at 35 right now, still not great at all. Very volatile, a lot of fear in the markets here. And you know, I think SPY 400 is very possible, unfortunately. So yeah, another nasty day here in the stock market. 2022 has not been that great. Damn it, the one time I decided to go long was in CYRN. I got out because of lack of action for a $30 gain, then shoots up from $6 to almost 14. God damn it. Had a couple thousand shares in there. Give me the clout. Oh, that sucks, dude. Well, hey, $30. Not bad at all. That's still a gain. That's something. But alright, dude. Clown. Dumpster. Yeah, that's unfortunate, dude. So I feel you. I feel you. Big potential gain missed out there. Big missed opportunity. That one hurts. That one hurts a lot. But yeah, I feel you, dude. Can't win them all. So, you know, just think positive thoughts. At least it wasn't a loss. You made something. But yeah, that could have been a lot bigger. That's unfortunate, dude. Look at that. SPY is at 415 now in the aftermarket. Uh-oh. 400 incoming.
Be connect.
Joe says, did you do oil? Got a spread on oil. And 15 minutes, it tanked later. What happened to oil today? I thought Exxon and Chevron are up. And BP. I thought all the blue cap, the blue chip, large cap stocks were up, the oil ones. The small cap ones were pulling back. But I thought the big companies were actually doing good. Well, I didn't check here in the last hour, so I mean, yeah, what happened to the market in the last hour? All right, let's run on the watch list, guys. Okay, so yeah, we got MULN up 17% today. So we're gonna do that one first today. Still trending. Kind of tired about talking about it, but still a lot of mentions. Hot stock, so we'll do it. Yeah, 17% today. Looks like it may have bottomed out. So we'll get to that. Clover is still pumping. Clover up 15%. That's up to $3 now. Wow. Don't know what's going on there, but yeah, Clover is making a comeback. Then we got some random EV stocks up. Nikola, Plug Power, ZEV. Blink Charging. So it looks like charging is up. Uber is up 7.6%. Interesting. Although Uber is like low-key a meme stock now. Yeah, Uber and Lyft are like pretty much meme stocks now. DoorDash, 6.45%. Nice bounce back there. MicroStrategy up 5.5%. Yeah, Workhorse, another EV there. Looks like travel is bouncing back. It got slammed yesterday, but airlines, cruises, those look up. Southwest, American Airlines. So here's Chevron. Yeah, Chevron did do well today, 5.24%. So yeah, the small cap oil was pulling back, but looks like the large cap oil did really well. So yeah, Chevron up a lot here. BP's up 4.39%. Novavax 4.39% as well. JetBlue, Marathon. So it looks like crypto doing well today. There it was before. I don't know about now. Yeah, Norwegian, Hilton, Delta, travel stocks, GameStop 3.68%. Express, Tilray, Ride. So a lot of memes up here. Snapchat. Square back to 100. Gold and silver still going up. There's a good amount of green today. There's a decent amount of green. I mean, the market was green for most of the day until the last hour here, but yeah, there's actually a decent amount of green here. Got Robinhood, Gold, Under Armour, AMD, Tesla, Moderna, Wish, that's bouncing back, MMAT, Facebook, Roblox, Wells Fargo, PayPal, AMC, SoFi, GM, Roku, Twitter, Nvidia. So ExxonMobil's, it was up a lot more. It finishes up 0.76%, so I'm not really sure what happened there. But Chevron did really well. Exxon was doing really well. I mean, it's still green, so you can't complain that much. But yeah, that definitely pulled back. Yeah, we got Google, Bank of America, Coinbase, Ford, Peloton. So there's a decent amount of green. Definitely seems like most of it was growth / memes and crypto. Not as much value. So it's probably, the market's probably red today overall because value did go down for the most part. But some growth stocks did pretty well today. So it's not all bad today, but yeah. It looks like value went down, and that's pulling down the market. Yeah, I'm shorting that effing rig. It's not giving me $4 I've been dreaming about. Are there no shares available on your broker or something? Yeah, that's unfortunate, dude. Rig, how's that been doing? Did that go BitConnect today? I think so. Oh, wow, it didn't. It's holding up pretty well. Oh, I got so you did so I think you already shorted and you're hoping for 4. I think that's what you mean, Zach. I mean, you know, past 2 days, incredible volume here. It has to pull back at some point. Give it a few days. It'll probably come down. Either way, at this point, up or down, I've already entered into all my long plays, so we'll see what happens. Yep, diamond hands, dude, on those. Short term right now, market's very volatile, but, you know, diamond hands.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
Even my retarded Lockheed Martin play starting to print. What did you do on those? You did credit spreads on those as well. Don't remember what you did, Joe, but I'm glad those are printing. CHPT has been low-key running. That's the one I keep thinking Chipotle. No, that's Charge Point, right? Yeah, all these charging stocks are running lately. I don't know why. I mean, they are kind of like meme stocks, but yeah, a lot of memes / growth going up today. The EV stuff especially. All right, but on to the red side here. So yeah, at the top we got a bunch of these oil companies. INDO 50%. Although that was not trending, it was trending, but it didn't make top 10 on StockTwits. So not much mention about that. So we're not going to do it today, although we did it yesterday. And really, that should be trending because that did take a massive dump. But yeah, 50% loss there. We're not going to do it though today. And then IMPP 43% loss, which we'll discuss. I think last today, 4th. And then Inspirato 43% loss. That one was we talked about a couple weeks ago, and they held up a lot, but it's finally coming down here. And then HUSA, Houston American Energy. That's down 39%, and we'll discuss that 3rd today. So another oil stock we've been talking about, pulling back there. DWEC's finally pulling back, down 10%, down to 75. Yeah, Centro pulling back, and then everything else pulling back. Centro, looks like Chinese EVs going down. Li Auto, Xpeng. Wow, Coke went down 4%. That's pretty bad. Zillow, DraftKings. Yeah, Lockheed Martin did go down today. So it seems like some healthy pullback with Kraft Heinz, so Lockheed Martin, CEI. CEI we'll talk about second today after MULN. So that one not nearly as bad as a pullback as the other meme EVs. I mean meme oil, but still pulling back there, down 3%. Then we got eBay, Nike, T-Mobile, Netflix. Yeah, a lot of these blue chip stocks did go down a lot today. Value is going down. Nike 2.6%, eBay, Pepsi, Netflix, AT&T, Toyota. Yeah, so definitely value pulling down the market here today. Walmart, J&J. All the financials, TD, Disney, Apple. Apple sold off. I thought, well, probably sold the news event, but yeah, they did have their event, which we'll get to shortly here. Yeah, Alibaba's at 97.50 now. Wow. Pfizer, Microsoft, Baidu, Honda, Target, Amazon, Schwab, Neo, JP Morgan, Palantir, Starbucks. I think Starbucks pulled out of Russia. I saw an article about that. So yeah, it seems like growth did pretty decently today and value was down. So that's why the market overall is red. So yeah, another red day here, another bloodbath. Another bloodbath. What up, Jalen? What up, Busy Bone?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thank you guys for being here, as always. Yeah, spreads, IV too high on puts with VIX elevated, in my opinion. Yeah, so call credit spreads, I think you did. yeah, well, you timed it really well, because Lockheed Martin did go down today, so congrats to you. I got out of IMPP at 870, put the profit back in MULN for 1 cent, March 18th. Alright, so we'll cover IMPP. Sorry about the sirens, guys, gotta talk over it. So yeah, you got out 870, so you sold near the top. Congrats, dude. Nice sell there. Very impressive. So you played that very well, and then back in MULN for 1 cent for March 18th. $1 March 18th. Okay. I mean, that should finish in the money. IV is very high though, 562%. So you probably paid a lot for that. $40 for one. But yeah, you know, that should finish in the money. So awesome selling there, hitting the sell button. Congrats to you, dude. And I hope this one works out. MULN. It should finish over $1 by March 18th. So yeah, good luck to you, dude. But yeah, that was some pretty expensive premium though. $40 for one call. But you know, at least you didn't go for 2.5. That'd be pretty insane. But yeah, good luck to you. So congrats, Jalen, and good luck, dude. And thanks for being here, as always. Everything red but Evos, and memes. A lot of growths and memes are up today, and oil. Well, the large cap oil, not the small cap oil. Smart move. Not much need for overpriced coffee during war times. Yeah, can they even afford? Can the Russians even afford Starbucks now? Probably costs like 1 million rubles for a coffee. I'd position already established for the call, so averaged up on MLUN. All right, dude. Awesome. So yeah, let us know how that goes in the next 2 weeks. Update us on that. But yeah, IV was ridiculous today. Yeah, it probably would have been better to sell covered calls or something instead of buying calls. Maybe like selling covered calls for $250. I mean, I guess you still can do that. That's probably what I would have did. But, you know, still should work out. So, good luck to you, dude. And keep us posted on that. All right, guys. So, yeah, that's the stock market for today. Nasty stuff. And please smash like button if you haven't yet, guys. Yeah, nasty stuff. Another bloodbath here. Not surprised at all. So, yeah, SPY 400 incoming.
Be connected.
Cool. Let's get to some crypto. All right. So crypto is up 1.36% today. All right, what do we have here? Waves is #1 trending. Interesting. It's not up that much, 3.63%. But that has been going up a lot the past 2 weeks, so still going up, I guess. And then there's Booby Trap. Okay. That's down 6.59%. And then Meta Pets. Haven't heard that one in a while, but trending again today, up 1.53%. And then, what is this? Golden Nugget, about 5,000%. Regent Coin, 3,600%. Don't know what those are. And then we got Metaverse All Best ICO, 900%. Okay. That sounds like a rug pull waiting to happen. Enough of that nonsense. All right, so let's check out crypto here. So, you know, 1.36%. I'll take it in the green. Although not much price action here. So let's check it out. Bitcoin up 1.65%. Pushing 39K again. Ether up 2.9%, pushing 2,600. Binance pretty sideways, down a little bit. Terra did really good. XRP's pretty sideways. Terra did really good, 10.64%. Cardano pretty sideways. Solana pretty sideways. Doge is finally up now. It was down earlier, but pretty sideways there. SHIB 1.13%. Chronos 2.5%. Litecoin 1.4%. Tron and Raptron. FTX 2.1%. Yeah, so it looks like slightly bullish today. More green than red. There's a good amount of red though. But it looks like the value coins pretty much were all up. Monero doing really well. 8%. Wonder why that is. Are the Russians buying Monero, trying to hide their assets? I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah, Monero 8.7% now. I would not be surprised if Russia's buying Monero. I heard Chris Brown is back in the project now. That's why it's running. You know what? That would be some great marketing. If Chris Brown actually joined the project, they should do. We should make Chris Brown NFTs. That'd be that'd be some pretty big stuff. They should try it. I don't know if they can afford that, but that'd be some good marketing. And then it's probably gonna rug pull after that. But that's pretty funny. That not a bad idea, to be honest. I'm really big into Ethereum and Cardano. Any coins you like the most? I was big into Cardano. I still really like Cardano. I just sold it at $2 a couple months ago. And then it went to 3, and then I was kicking myself, and then it went down to 1, and I didn't feel too bad. But yeah, Cardano's hasn't been doing very well, but still really like it. But yeah, mostly it's just Bitcoin and Ethereum for me. I have Doge too, but no, I'm just very blue chip. I've always liked Bitcoin, always liked Ether. I sell covered calls on those for some extra income, and yeah, just gonna hold those in the long term. But I do like Cardano. Solana seems pretty good, and I have some Doge as well. But and then I do like Chronos, which is crypto.com. They changed it to Chronos, and FTX, the exchange coins you can't go wrong on. I did like Litecoin, but that's been falling off the past few years. But yeah, for me it's just Bitcoin, Ether. I do want to get Cardano again at some point. I have Doge, although I don't really believe in it like that. I do think it will go up, but it's just a meme coin at the end of the day. And I like the exchange coins. Binance, Chronos, FTX. So I hope that answers this question, Jalen. Russians are buying up all the secret internet money. I mean, it's a good alternative to, after being sanctioned from the rest of the world. But but they are getting sanctioned on crypto as well. So that's why I'm saying maybe they're buying Monero. But yeah, for sure the Russians are probably, buying some of this up. All right, so let's sort this out here. So good amount of green. Looks like 75% of the coins in the green here, so definitely more bullish than bearish today. Biggest gainer is Zcash, 20%. Interesting. That's making a comeback. I used to have that. And Anchor, ANKR, I don't know what that is. That's 12.5%, 12.45% up. And then Terra, biggest value coin. Terra's going up 11%. Then after that, it's mostly growth. Yeah, I don't know why Monero is up so much today. And then Theta. Dash, that's making a comeback. Loop Ring. And then Polkadot and Ether are the ones, value coins after that. So I guess there's a good mix between growth and value going up today. But yeah, not the biggest day in crypto, 1.36%, but hey, I'll take it. Can't complain at all. So hopefully, it's been pretty rough for crypto, rough all around, but hopefully crypto, 35,000 for Bitcoin seems to be the bottom. Very strong support there. Hopefully it just goes up from here and it doesn't break 35,000. If it does, that can go pretty bad. But yeah, pretty decent day in crypto today. So I hope you guys did well here. XTC is my top coin. Really like the project. Think of trade finance do using NFTs. Yeah, Marvin's pretty big on XTC. I think he posted a bunch of DD on there on Discord if you guys want to take a look. Long term, I'm bullish on Cardano. Got faith in Hoskins. Yeah, you know. I loaded up on that. I loaded up on Cardano a couple of years ago. You know, back at like 10, 20 cents, something like that. I forget exactly what it was. At the time, I didn't even have faith in it like that. But it blew up. But yeah, long term, it should be a good coin. But it hasn't been performing well lately. Litecoin might see a nice spike if Wimble finally rolls out. What is Wimble? Kind of lost there. Please educate me, Joe. But yeah, Litecoin, that one's fallen off the past few years as well. It's still relevant, but no one really cares too much anymore. But yeah, Litecoin is still pretty good as well. All right, guys. So let's get to some news here. Give me a second. Let me pull it up. And let me just check YouTube real quick here. 7 viewers, 8 likes. All right, guys, thank you for joining me today. And please smash like button if you haven't yet. There's some people in here that hasn't hit the like button. All right, let's take a look at the news today. All right, so today we got 5 articles, 2 about the SEC charging some crypto scams. 1 about the Apple event. We'll see what they uncovered today. And then some articles about Russia. Some updates on Russia. So let's do it. SEC charges snake oil salesman siblings with $124 million crypto fraud. The groundbreaking digital money system Ormeus coin was actually a scam, the SEC alleges. I've never heard of that. Ormeus coin? You guys heard of that? But yeah, it says siblings John and Tina. I've never heard someone named John and Tina. Okay. Tina, so they call her Tina for short. Barksdale ran a cryptocurrency project called Ormeus coin. But it was a scam, the SEC alleges, and it conned investors out of $124 million. So we're not going to read this whole thing, but what was this coin supposed to do? So they promoted it through YouTube and road shows around the world. So BitConnect.
Be
So it was on HitBTC, PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and runs on Ethereum, and purportedly powered by green energy. It doesn't even say what it does, but yeah, it was a scam coin. It was a BitConnect coin. So I guess they made $124 million from that, and now they're going to jail. So pretty surprised. The SEC is actually, they are starting to crack down on some things now. You know, although fraud is like rampant all over the place in the market, but at least they're doing something now. I mean, they have to. You know, most people are still going to get away with this. They're like extremely undermanned. Not enough resources, but it looks like some people are starting to get caught for rug pulling. So there goes Ormeus coin. But, you know, I'm glad they got caught. Hope people get their money back, although I doubt it. Wimble is a Litecoin upgrade that I believe is still in testing and has been for months. What Mimblewimble does is it allows Litecoin to be a privacy coin when enabled. It can be turned off too. It can be turned off though. That'd be useful for Russia. They don't gotta buy Monero anymore. They can buy Litecoin when that happens. I didn't know that, so thanks for that, Joe. But you know, we'll have to see how long it takes to get that upgrade out. Because some of these coins, it takes they got these upgrades planned for a long time, and it takes them a long time to actually roll it out. Oil plays getting some after-hour movement. US WS back up 11% in after hours. That's a lot, dude. Interesting. I guess we'll take another look, but maybe the squeeze is not over, or maybe some shorts covering. I don't know. That's interesting though. All right, 3 men charged for alleged $40 million crypto investment fraud. So, Dwayne Golden, Gregory Agason, and Marquise Demacking Egerton were charged Tuesday for financial crimes such as fraud and money laundering while operating 3 crypto endeavors called, alright, so, Empower Coin, eCoin Plus, and JetCoin. So they ran 3 rug pulls here. Never heard of those either. You guys heard of those? And apparently this was a Ponzi scheme. And this has been going on since 2017, so caught him 5 years later. Better late than never. So, yeah, this one not as big as the other one. Other one was 124 mil. This is 40 mil, but yeah, SEC cracking down here. So glad to see that happening. Alright, so enough of crypto stuff. Let's get on to some other news here. So, Apple event today. Let's see what they did. So here's everything Apple just announced. A new iPhone, iPad Air, Mac Studio computer, and more. Alright, so it says there's a budget iPhone, new budget iPhone. How much is a budget iPhone? $900? Yeah, we're not going to look at it, but apparently there's a budget iPhone now. New colors for iPhone 13. New iPad Air. Mac Studio computer. And new 27-inch studio display monitor. Okay. And there was no MacBook Pro, but apparently they teased the MacBook Pro. Alright, so I'm not sure what people were expecting, but yeah, that happened today, and Apple's down. So sell the news? I don't know. Apple to 420? Everything to 420, right? And then they can reverse split. CEI to 422, right? Tesla to 420. It already did. So yeah, that's pretty cool for Apple, although it seems like a lot of that was factored into the price already. It seems like people sold the news. But yeah, Apple event today. Alright, and let's talk about some Russia stuff. New York Times pulling journalists from Russia over censorship law passed after the Ukraine invasion. The New York Times is pushing its journalists out of Russia for now due to safety concerns and harsh new censorship laws passed after that country's invasion of Ukraine. Grammar. The move comes after a number of other media outlets, including CNN and Bloomberg News, said they will no longer issue reports from Russia because of the threat of being prosecuted. Russian President Vladimir Putin signed a law that threatens journalists with up to 15 years in prison for spreading what is the law euphemistically refers to as false information about the invasion. All right, so yeah. So we saw that Facebook, I think they banned Facebook or Facebook banned Russia. It was one, I think Russia banned Facebook before, and now they're banning other media sources. So I actually wonder what the Russian citizens, I know it's controlled, but a lot of Russians don't even know what's going on here. But yeah, no more journalists in Russia because they can get prosecuted. Like Brittany Griner. You guys heard about Brittany Griner, right? I think we talked about it the other day. The WNBA player. She had vape carts in her luggage in the airport, and now they're holding her for 10 years, trying to charge her for 10 years. One of Russia's top generals was croaked today. Another one? Where's my
Another one. Another one.
Because I know the other day, I think one of the generals got sniped. I don't know if that's the same one or another one got deleted today. But that's good to know. Thanks for that, Jalen. Got to take kiddos to gymnastics. All right, peace out, Joe. Thanks for being here. All right, and last one here. Russia warns of $300 oil, threatens to cut off European gas if West bans energy imports. It is absolutely clear that a rejection of Russian oil will lead to catastrophic consequences for the global market, Russian Deputy Prime Minister Alexander Novak said Monday in an address on state television. The surge in prices would be unpredictable. It would be $300 per barrel, if not more. His comments come with Russia's onslaught of Ukraine well into its second week, with the already dire humanitarian crisis expected to worsen as the Kremlin continues its invasion. So I'm not sure if this is a bunch of BS or what, or 300 a barrel is a lot. I mean, possible, but this is kind of seems like Russia's just talking, being diplomats and stuff, politics and whatnot. But yeah, they say if we ban energy imports, oil can go to $300 a barrel, and they're going to cut off Europe's gas, which I don't think Europe really cares anymore. They're prepared for that. It's gonna hurt, but Europe is already prepared for that, or they're preparing for that. So yeah, as we've been seeing, gas, wheat has been going up a lot. Gas and wheat, because Russia and Ukraine trade a lot of that stuff, and it might get worse. So they do have a lot of leverage when it comes to like energy and wheat. Check out VRA, Veracity coin. So it's one of those high yield coins. All right, good to know, Joe. Another one. Yeah, I'm glad you like that. I forgot who recommended that, but I added all those Khaled memes. I think it's the first time I used another one. All right, guys, so that's all the news for today. And let's get on to the TA. And yeah, let's check out what's happening with oil here. Yeah, U.S. well going up here. Wow, look at that volume. Big day today. So look, it gapped up and then just bled all day, but back to zero. But yeah, aftermarket action here. Really big volume day, and now it's over 78 RSI, so overvalued, overbought. What about the stuff we're going to talk about? This is still going up. Interesting. Okay. IMPP. What about CEI? This one's not going up. And HUSA. This one is going up. Interesting. So it just kind of looks like shorts covering, but I think the squeeze is over. But yeah, shorts covering here. So yeah, so a lot of aftermarket action still going on here. For these oil stocks. All right, guys. So today we're gonna do MULN. Kind of the same thing as yesterday. So gonna get through this as quick as possible. Try not to bore you guys, but it's pretty much the same thing as yesterday, minus INDO. But we're gonna do MULN, Mullen Automotive, CEI Camber Energy, HUSA, Houston American Energy, I think it's called, and IMPP, Imperial Petroleum. So let's do it, guys, and let me just check YouTube. All right, so we got 4 people and 9 likes. All right, appreciate everyone who's still here. And please smash like button if you haven't yet, guys. All right, let's do it. So here is MULN, Mullen Automotive. This finishes at $1.24 today. That is up 16.98%. So once again, we're going to talk about MULN. Been talking about this for over a week now, since this squeezed last week. Pulled back, and we had 2 big green days here. So this may have bottomed out, hopefully. But yeah, this was trending very high up on StockTwits today. So once again, we will analyze it. So no company specific news to justify this price action. It just seems like shorts are starting to cover, and apes piling in here. Still a lot of social media momentum. So shorts covering and apes attempting to squeeze the stock again. Okay. So let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, we have this gap down back at 1190. So that is a bullish indicator. That is a bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should come back up to 1190 at some point eventually to fill this gap. May take a while, but eventually that should fill. And then back here at 465, there's another gap down. So another bullish indicator that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to 465 to fill that gap. And then this looks like a big cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being 52 cents, the low. And there are multiple possible tops. It could be 190. $360. $570. $740. $9. $9.80. $10.70. $11.80, or even the high of $15.90. Although I do think the most realistic tops would be $190 or $360. But doesn't really matter where the top is for right now. Those are all bullish indicators that is telling us that the stock should eventually come back up to one of those tops to complete the cup. And then we do have a gap up back at 62 cents. So that's a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may come back down to 62 cents to fill this gap. Now at this point, that does look unlikely, but still possible. So be aware of that, guys. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. I guess we'll go to $5 here. So right now this is trading between the sideways channel, the rectangle of 136 and 113. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 136, 170, 189, 223, 257, 272, 291. We'll stop at 3. And then 322. There is resistance above 322, but we're not going to discuss that right now. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 113, 98 cents, 75 cents, 60 cents, and then the low of 52 cents. So right now at this current price, 124, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide. So expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 257 to the upside, the channel starts to narrow. So expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks 257. And to the downside, if/when this breaks 75 cents, the channel starts to narrow. So expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this breaks 75 cents. RSI is currently at 43. So that is a little bit below average there. So according to the RSI, the current price of 124 should be a little bit higher. And this did 211 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this pump today was confirmed by the volume. USWS up to 15% after hours, up 20% now. Wow. And this isn't really a meme stock either. So that is pretty interesting. Wow. I mean, it's still down for the day. Well, it's not down for the day because it pulled back. But this opened at, 320, 322. So that's pretty interesting. Yeah, this oil stuff is going nuts right now. I guess it is low float, so kind of makes sense. There's a lot of volume here. But I'm not sure why this is so volatile today. But, alright, we'll keep an eye on that. Thanks for that, Jalen. Alright, guys. Just my opinion, not financial advice. So, long term, this does look like a pretty good buy. We got some very strong bullish indicators. Double gap down. Huge cup and handle. And below average RSI. So a lot of upside potential here in the long term. And in the short term, this does appear like this bottomed out at around 75 cents. Caught some pretty strong support there. So it is starting to look bullish in the short term here. Although this gap up at 62 cents is still pretty scary. So this still has the potential to go back down to 62 cents. But it looks unlikely at this point, but still possible. But yeah, a lot more bullish indicators than bearish indicators. No neutral indicators. So overall, the chart does look pretty bullish in the short and long terms. this may go back up to 190 in the short term to complete this little cup over here. So therefore, if you want to go long, what up, Alan? By the way, you were streaming low quality. Please change your settings. What did you miss? You just missed the the stuff we do in the beginning. The news, we just went over the market. So thanks for being here, dude. You didn't mention, so we're doing the TA right now. And then we're going to do the Yolos. But if you want, you can watch the playback. About the stream settings. I'll check it out later, but maybe it's just YouTube right now. Usually it's pretty fine. Let me see here. I'll check it out later, but I usually don't stream at low settings, but I'll check it out later. But sometimes there is lag and stuff, so maybe it's putting down the quality there, but yeah, I'll check it out later, dude. But thanks for that. I'll see what I can do about that. Because I'm not sure if that has to do with YouTube or OBS, but I don't have it at the highest setting, but I have it on like medium settings. It's not the lowest setting though. But yeah, I'll see what's up with that later. But yeah, thanks for being here, dude. And please smash the like button if you haven't yet, guys. Okay, where was I? So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. Discord was down earlier. I bought some IRNT. Might be a Russian hack. I didn't know Discord was down earlier. Maybe some maintenance. IRNT, so that's a cyber company, right? Yeah, so I mean the cybersecurity and the oil companies are going up right now. That's what's mooning. So I think IRNT is yeah, it has pulled back pretty hard. So it's a decent price here. RSI's at 53, so big cup and handle. And there's a gap down here at 41.5. So a lot of upside potential in the long term. So that could work out really well. So good luck to you, dude. Nice play there. Oops. All right, back to this. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice. 124, it's a pretty decent entry. It may pull back a little bit in the short term. This may pull back in the short term, but if you're willing to hold on for this for a couple of years, again, this should come back up to 465 and 1190 at some point to fill those gaps. So yeah, a lot of upside potential. Over a 1,000% gain here. That is possible if this fills at 1190, which it should eventually. So you missed a lot of upside already in the past 2 days. You missed the bottom, the possible bottom, but still a lot of upside potential in the long term. So 124 is still a pretty good entry. Still a little bit undervalued according to the RSI. So I would support going long at the current price, 124 and lower. If it pulls back, then you can just average down at these supports that I mentioned before. And we do have this little cup and handle here. So this may come back up to $2 in the short term. Again, there's a gap up at 62 cents, so this may pull back down to 62. which is pretty scary, but if you're in it for the long term, that shouldn't concern you too much. So yeah, 124 I think is a pretty good entry, but just be aware this may pull back down to 62. Unlikely, but possible. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice. Personally, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. It could pay off pretty big, but there is a good amount of risk involved with that. So again, gap up at 62. Possible this comes back to 62, and that would be around a 50% downside. And that would be a 50% downside at the current price. But this looks like it caught some pretty strong support at 75. I would say 62 is kind of unlikely at this point. So I would say going short here. This is already at a relative low. So I would say going short here would be a high risk, high reward play. Could work out if it does come back down there. A lot of tendencies to be made, but this is still a really popular stock right now. A lot of apes like it. So if this keeps running to the upside, you can easily get squeezed out here and get burned. So it's too risky for my liking, but it could pay off pretty big if this does in fact pull back down to 62. So high risk, high reward. I wouldn't do it. But if you guys want to do it, then please do that at your own risk. But yeah, it looks like the bleeding is done for this stock. Got pretty bad there for a moment, but looks like it's finally recovering. So, in the short and long terms, it does look pretty bullish to me. So pretty straightforward here, guys. Long term looks like a good play. Looks like a good buy. Short term, this may pull back down to potentially 62, but unlikely. So I don't think shorting is a great idea. But it could pay off. Risky though. So congratulations to everyone who made money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is MULN, Mullen Automotive. What up, One Ray?
Hey, hey, hey. What's up?
Thanks for being here, dude. Appreciate you. As always, please smash the like button if you haven't yet. Alright, and then we'll get on to what's next, CEI. So yeah, now we're going to do all the oil stuff. CEI, IMPP, and HUSA. Let me just check YouTube. 5 viewers, 13 likes. So thank you guys for sticking around. Don't know who's still here, but appreciate you guys. You guys are the real ones. Where's my...
I appreciate you. You loyal.
Alright, gonna try to get through this as quick as possible, because I know this stuff is boring. So here is CEI Camber Energy. This finishes at $1.24 today. Same as Mullen, huh? Interesting. That is down 3.13%. So it looks like the small cap oil is starting to finally pull back. It's finally starting to pull back. They've been going nuts the past few days. Been absolutely squeezing. It had to come down at some point. I did say yesterday, I thought the squeeze was pretty much over, or about to be over. And it looks like, and it does look like that's the case. So, I'll stop spamming it, but this USWS about to be 30% after hours, serious volume. Don't see why they would cover at this level, but damn. You don't have to stop spamming it, dude. You know, keep us updated. But that is pretty strange. So that one hasn't been going up that much, you know, the past couple of days. These have. So maybe it's just having its time now. But yeah, it's crazy volume today. And it was up a lot earlier, so yeah, that's very, very volatile trading going on there. Pretty interesting. Okay. So CEI didn't go down nearly as much as didn't pull back nearly as much as some other small cap oil stocks here. But it was pretty high up on StockTwits, so we will analyze it today. So no company specific news to justify this price action. It just seems like again, small cap oil just giving back some gains here in general. All right, let's go ahead and analyze here. So first of all, this looks like a huge cup and handle in the making. Bottom of the cup being 44 cents. And it looks like there could be multiple possible tops. It could have topped out at $2, which it hit today. Another top could be $2.45. $3.65. $4.35, or the high of $4.85. Although I think the most realistic tops would be $2 or $2.45. So if the top was a bear, so if the top is $2, that would be a bearish indicator. But if the top is above $2, that would still be a bullish indicator. But it does look like $2 may in fact be the top here. Okay. And then we have a gap up at 80 cents. So that is a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock should come back down to 80 cents at some point to fill this gap. Not too many indicators here. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. Let's zoom in here. Okay. So right now this is sitting on the support of 125, which it finished around today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 131, 137, 143, 152, 158, 168, 177, 188, 199, 210, 218, 232, 245, 262, 280, 286, and then 310. There is resistance above 310, but we're not going to discuss that right now. Here, ambulance coming. 1 second, guys. Gonna mute. My apologies. Gotta wait for this ambulance to pass. Alright, my bad, guys. We did pretty good there on the ambulances. That was like the first one in the show today. Alright. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 121, 112, 106, 101, 97 cents, 91 cents, 83 cents, 76 cents, 69 cents, nice, 63 cents, 59 cents, and then 52 cents. There is support below 52 cents, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 124, the channels to the upside and the downside are pretty wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if this keeps running to the upside, the channels keep getting wider. So expect the price action, so expect very significant price action if this continues to run to the upside. But pretty volatile stock all around. RSI is currently at 74, so that is overbought and overvalued, so be careful, guys. And this did 709 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So this sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys. IMPP up 24% after hours also. All right, we'll get to that. That is very interesting. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. So yesterday I did say that CEI possibly had a little bit more run, a little bit more upside potential to go, but it should start to. But I thought the squeeze was almost over, and it looks like it did top out at around 2 today. So at this point, I do think this will have to pull back. So at this point, I do think it will pull back and give back some gains here. Longer term, it does look like a pretty good buy. Huge cup and handle here, a lot of upside potential. But in the short term, I do think this will pull back. Down to 80 cents, where the gap up was. So we have the bullish indicator in the cup and handle, which can also be a bearish indicator. And then we have bearish indicators in the gap up and high RSI. So overall, the chart does look bearish at the moment. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I think you missed your chance. Like I said, squeeze looks pretty much over, and I do think this will pull back down to 80 cents to fill this gap. So I don't like the current price of 124. I think if you were to enter here, that would be FOMO, and you're probably going to get burned somewhat. So I would encourage holding off until this comes back down to 80 cents, and I think 80 cents would be a really excellent entry. And if it pulls back below 80 cents, then you can just average down at the supports that I mentioned before. But I don't like the entry of 124. I do like the entry of 80 cents. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, looks like a pretty decent play. Let's do some math here. Again, the chart does look bearish in the short term. I do think this will pull back down to 80 cents. And from the current price, 124, that is about a 35% downside. So a good amount of money to be made here on the downside. And I don't believe there's that much risk because because it seems like the squeeze is over. So I would say going short here would be a low to medium risk, high reward play. I say low to medium I say low to medium reward risk because it looks like the squeeze is over, but it may not be over. So there may be a few more. So there may be another pop in this. But but I do think this will pull back down to 80 cents relatively easily. So I do think this is a pretty good short and an easy 35% to the downside. So I would support going short at 124 and higher. And I would say please cover once this hits 80 cents when the gap fills. Don't think it's going to go too much lower below that. But yeah, guys, pretty straightforward. Long term, looks like a pretty decent buy. But in the short term, I do believe it's going to pull back to 80 cents to fill the gap. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is CEI Camber Energy. All right, next one is HUSA. And this is going up too in the aftermarket. Interesting. Okay, here is HUSA, Houston American Energy. This finishes at $6.95 today. That is down 38.5%. Although in the aftermarket here, at the time of recording, this is up to $8.75. So, we discussed this stock yesterday. This had a 500% gain. Was obviously squeezing along with the other small cap oil stocks. And today here, this was still trending high up on StockTwits. Major price action. So we will analyze it once again. So I did say yesterday that I thought the squeeze was pretty much over. Maybe not yet, but didn't have too much more room to go. And it does appear like this did top out at 1660 today and then pulled back very significantly. Volume is going down, so it does appear like the squeeze is over. In the aftermarket here, this is going up, so maybe it'll run back a little bit to the upside, but it really shouldn't go above 1660 again. But yeah, let's go ahead. But yeah, no specific news to justify this price action today. Just seems like people taking profits and shorts coming in here. So let's go ahead and analyze here. And really there's not too much to go off of. So there is a gap up here at $2. So that's a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may pull back down to $2 to fill this gap. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now, this is sitting on the support of 695, which I finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 1130, 1395, 1595, and then the high of 1660. And if this goes to the downside, next levels of support would be 635, 590, 460, 360, and then 315. There is support below 315, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 695, the channels to the upside and the downside are extremely wide. So expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks, Oh, I think I missed one. I think it's 330, not 315. Yeah, 330. However, if slash however if slash when this breaks 330 to the downside, the channel starts to narrow. So expect a significant decrease in price action if slash when this breaks 330. RSI is currently at 67, so no longer overbought and overvalued, but still pretty high up there, above average RSI. So be careful, guys. And if this aftermarket action holds up, it's definitely going to be above 70 again. So yeah, this pretty much is still overbought and overvalued. And this did 61 million in volume today. Very significant volume. Not nearly as much as yesterday, but still second biggest day of the year. So the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. Damn it, here comes another ambulance. Alright, gonna mute here real quick, guys. My apologies. Alright, so I just checked YouTube. Still 5 people here, 14 likes, so appreciate everyone. A lot of likes. So, yeah, you know, to me, this is a, I mean, I feel like I'm boring you guys a lot with all this talking, but appreciate everyone for coming in and hitting the like button. A lot of support here. Appreciate everyone. Alright, back to this. So, yeah, yesterday, I did say that I thought the squeeze is over. Maybe had a little bit more upside to go, and it does appear like 1660 was the top. And there's now a lot of downside potential. So although this is running in the aftermarket, I do believe that's just shorts covering. This really shouldn't go too much higher. Volume is pulling back, so it does appear like the squeeze is over. So there's not too much to go off of here other than the gap up and high RSI, but those are both very strong bearish indicators. So I do think this will pull back down to $2 eventually to fill the gap there. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I think going long here would be FOMO. There may be some pops still. There may be still a few pops left in this. But it does appear like the squeeze is over. And I think if you were to go long here, you're probably going to get burned. Think you missed your chance already. This went from $2 to 16 to almost 17. Really can't expect too much more. So I don't think going long here is the greatest idea. I would say going long would be a high risk, medium reward play. You may be able to quick scalp this, but you definitely shouldn't go long here if you plan on holding for the longer term. So I don't like the entry of 695, but if you do want to go long, I would hold off until $2 where the gap is, and you should be able to get this back at $2. So just be a little patient, guys, and you should be able to get a much better price. Now, if you want to go short, not financial advice, I think that's a pretty good play. Still a good amount of risk involved at the moment because the stock still appears to be pretty volatile. But again, this should pull back down to $2 to fill the gap. So at the current price, $6.95, that would be over a 70% downside. A lot of downside potential, a lot of money to be made here on the downside. So that should be the minimum gain. If you were to go short here at $9, which is the current price in the aftermarket, that would be almost an 80% gain. So I would support going short at $6.95 and higher. A lot of downside potential, a lot of tendies to be made on the downside here. So, yeah, pretty straightforward here, guys. Looks like the squeeze is over. Stock still looks pretty volatile, but looks like 1660 was the top. Looks like 1660 was the top. Really shouldn't go higher than that. And this should start to pull back pretty significantly in the short term here. I think it's going to $2. So, don't think it's a good idea to go long here, and looks like a pretty excellent short play, in my opinion. So, sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, but it looks like it's going to get a lot worse. Not done bleeding just yet. And good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is HUSA, Houston American Energy. I know we missed a talk on MULN, but what do you think about the doji spinning top candle on the day chart? Let's check it out. Doji spinning top candle on the day chart. The minute chart or the day chart? I don't quite see a doji here. Well, I guess it's kind of one. Zoom in. Alright, I guess it's like a little bit bullish doji. Slightly bullish doji. Yeah, but basically I said it may have bottomed out at 75 cents. Looks like some pretty strong support there. And then we have a little cup and handle here at 2, so it may pull back. It may go back up to 2 in the short term, and then longer term, a lot of upside potential. So, yeah, basically I said, and this isn't much different from yesterday, but I said it may come back down to 62 cents, although it looks more unlikely now. It does look like 75 is a pretty strong. It may have bottomed out at 75, and it's onto the upside from here. Can you do a quick analysis of the USWS? Yeah, Jalen keeps talking about that too. And what up, Gaurav? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. As always. So, I wouldn't necessarily call this a squeeze, because all of the oil does look like it's pumping aftermarket here. But, you know, this opened at 320 today, so I wouldn't really call it a squeeze. It's pumping aftermarket, but it just looks like a lot of, you know, shorts covering. Although this one, this one may actually have more upside than the other ones we're talking about now, because this didn't, I mean, it kind of has been squeezing, but today looks like the big squeeze, to be honest. So, and this is just my opinion. But, you know, I don't think it's going to go above 320, which it opened at today. So, there's a lot of aftermarket action going on in all these oil stocks. But I don't think it's going to go back to the high here of 320, which it hit earlier today. Maybe I'm wrong, but actually it's almost at 4 in the pre-market. That's crazy. So I wouldn't necessarily call it a squeeze, but I think it's an aftermarket pump. But I don't expect it to last, to be honest. I'm kind of expecting a bull trap. I don't know. Maybe that's not what you guys want to hear, but I just don't see this going above 320. All these oil stocks look pretty similar. This one and the one we just did, HUSA. It looks like they topped out earlier today, and now they're getting some momentum in the aftermarket, but I don't think it's going past the highs of today. And the other one, what was the other one? Not INDO, although this one did pump also. But yeah, they all look the same, you see? They made like pretty high highs today, and then they pulled back very significantly, and then for whatever reason, they're all running in the aftermarket. But the volume is pulling back, so that's the difference between UWS, what was it? USWS, is that today was the most volume. But yeah, I think today was the last day of the squeeze, and for whatever reason, the aftermarket is going pretty nuts here. But if you look at the volume, it's hard to top, have more than 67 million volume tomorrow, probably coming down. So kind of looks like a dead cat bounce to me, but that's just my opinion. I wouldn't chase it at this point. That's all I'm saying. Wouldn't go long here. So I hope that helps. And if you guys are in these stocks, then, maybe hit the sell button. Not financial advice. But I'm just not really buying it, all these look the same. And I believe the squeeze is over. So I hope that helps you out, Gaurav. All right, let's do the last one, IMPP. It's possible how CEI. Yeah, but CEI... Yeah, this one actually did have more volume. But CEI isn't doing anything in the aftermarket here. CEI is the only one that's not doing anything in the aftermarket here, or very little at least. So the volume here does look pretty legit, I will say, on CEI. But everything else, volume is pulling back. INDO, you see significant pullback in volume here. IMPP, which we'll do right now, pulling back in volume. HUSA, pulling back in volume. So, it is possible, but chart-wise, it does appear like most of these squeezes are over. But CEI still has a chance, and yeah, I would say USWS still does have a chance. But just considering that it already opened at 320, it's kind of hard to believe that it's going to go above there again. Possible, but I'm just saying it's really risky at this point. And personally, I wouldn't go long here. I think that'd be chasing at this point. So if you guys want to do it, go ahead. But a little too risky for my liking. It seems like all of these, either the squeeze is over or it's about to be over. That's just what I think on these oil stocks here. Alright, this is the last one, IMPP. And please smash the like button if you haven't yet, guys. Even this one's pumping in the aftermarket. Very odd. $100 million volume. Alright. So yeah, it is pumping in the aftermarket, but this was still higher yesterday. Yeah, I'm just not really believing this. It just seems like a bear trap. I mean, a bull trap to me. Don't really know what to make of this. It's just really weird. It's happening everywhere. But chart-wise, I just don't believe... Like, it looks like the squeeze is over for a lot of these stocks. The squeezes can continue if going Russia bars oil exports and salesmen in retaliation to Biden's announcement. Yeah, that is true also. I guess that'd be an external factor. But I'm just going off what we have here, you know. Volume-wise, it looks like it's going down. And, you know, aftermarket, there's not too much liquidity. There's not too much trading. So, it's easy to move stocks, you know. It's easy for stocks to trade like this in the aftermarket and pre-markets when there's not much liquidity. So, yes, it is very possible. I'm just really not convinced at this point. But, hey, I may be wrong. I may be wrong. But, you know, I've seen this stuff before. I'm just not really convinced. I sure hope it's not over. But, you know, chart-wise, it does appear like, you know, momentum is going down. But, yeah, I mean, if you guys want to go, you know, if you guys want to go for it, then that's fine. But just understand it is really risky at this point. Personally, I just stay away from it. You know, just way too risky for my liking. All right, let's finish up here, guys. So here is IMPP, Imperial Petroleum. This finishes at This finishes at $4.25 today. That is down 43.33%.
And it's gone.
In the aftermarket, at the time of recording, this is up to $5.60. So here's another small cap oil stock that we talked about yesterday, and is still trending on StockTwits today. So we will analyze it once again. Major pullback here, and the chart does look really similar to the other small cap oil stocks. Again, I did think that the squeeze was pretty much over or was about to end soon, and it does appear like today this did top out at 970, and this is losing volume, losing momentum, and it's probably going to pull back from here. Just my opinion, though. So no company-specific news to justify this price action today. Again, just another small cap oil stock. A lot of price action due to Russia and social media sentiment. So let's go ahead and analyze here. Come on. Come on. Why is this not? There we go. So first of all, we do have a gap up at 55 cents. That is telling us that the stock may pull back down to 55 cents to fill that gap. That's a bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may pull back down to 55 cents to fill this gap. Then we have another gap up at 85 cents. Another bearish indicator. That is telling us that the stock may pull back down to 85 cents to fill this gap. And then we have another gap up at 345. So another bearish indicator there that is telling us that the stock should pull back down to 345 to fill this gap. So at this point, the gaps at 55 and 85 cents look unlikely that those are going to get filled, but still very possible. So keep that in mind, guys. But the gap at 345 should fill in the short term. Got to go to work, but thanks. Another great stream. Have a good night. All right, peace out, Jalen. Appreciate you for sticking around. Have a good night, dude. See you tomorrow. All right. And in the aftermarket here, again, this is up to 560, and that's a bullish indicator for tomorrow. Good chance this has a green day tomorrow. And if you guys want to follow along, the link to the chart is in the description down below. So right now this is sitting on the support of 425, which it finished at today. So if this goes to the upside, next levels of resistance would be 455, 470, 610, 720, 755, 830, 910, and then the high of 970, which I hit today. And if this goes to the downside, let me draw another one here. Next levels of support would be 370, 345, 320, 275, 260, and then 245. There is support below 245, but we're not going to discuss that right now. So right now at this current price, 425, the channels to the upside and the downside are very wide, so expect significant price action either way this goes. However, if/when this breaks 245 to the downside, the channel starts to narrow, so expect a significant decrease in price action if/when this hits 245 to the downside. RSI is currently at 60, so a little bit above average there. Nothing to be too concerned about just yet, though. So according to the RSI, the current price of 425 should be a little bit lower. And this did 101 million in volume today. Very significant volume. So the sell-off today was confirmed by the volume. Okay, guys, just my opinion, not financial advice. I think this one is pretty obvious. This is pumping in the aftermarket here, along with many other of the oil stocks. But based on the volume, it does appear like the squeeze is over. And this should be pulling back in the short term. So I think this will come back down to 345 to fill this gap. And possibly even 85 and 55 cents to fill the other gaps. Those aren't as likely to fill, though. So therefore, if you want to go long, not financial advice, I would not do that, and I would not recommend that. I think that would be FOMO. That would be chasing. And you're probably going to get burned. I do think this will pull back down to at least 345. Probably even lower. So at the very minimum, I would go long at 345. Honestly, you'll probably be able to get a better price than that. So the best thing to do right now, if you want to take a position on the long side, is to hold off. Just observe the price action. See when this starts to bottom out. Lose momentum, bottom out. And you want to try to catch this once this starts to catch some support, wherever that may be. Don't really know how low this is going to go, but it should be at least 345. So I don't like the current entry of 425. If you're a little patient, you should be able to get a much better entry. Okay. Now, if you want to go short now, financial advice, you missed a big opportunity today, but it's still a pretty decent play. Again, I think it's pulling back to 345 at least. So from the current price, 425, that's about a 20% downside. Decent money there. Not the best, though. But that should be the minimum that it pulls back to. On the higher end, if this pulls back down to... well, actually, hold on. Now it's at 560, right? And if you enter here at the aftermarket action price, 560, that's about a 40% downside. So, missed opportunity today, but still a good amount of downside potential here. And on the lower end, if this does pull back down to 55 cents, well, on the higher end. And on the higher end, if this does pull back down to 55 cents from the current price of 425, that's about a 90% downside. So not saying that's going to happen, but this could potentially pull back around 90%. So I would say going short here would be a medium risk, medium to high reward play. Still risk involved because the stock still looks very volatile. Looks like it's going to be a lot. Looks like there's going to be a lot of price action in the short term here, but this should pull back. So you should be able to make 20 to 90%. 20% on the lower end, 90% on the higher end, going short here. Very wide range, but there's money to be made here on the downside. So I would support going short at 425 and higher. So pretty straightforward here, guys. Similar to the other stocks, the other oil stocks. I think the squeeze is over, although this is still going to trade. Although the stock is still very volatile. It's still going to be very volatile in the short term. Ultimately, I do think it's going to pull back though. So the chart does look very bearish to me. Don't think going long here is a good idea, and there is money to be made here on the downside. So sorry to everyone who lost money in the stock today, and good luck to everyone currently in the stock and to everyone looking to take a position. This is IMPP, Imperial Petroleum. Alright guys, so that took pretty long time, but we're through that. Pretty confusing too, because this aftermarket action is really throwing me off, but yeah guys, that's the TA for today. Hope I didn't bore you guys too much. A lot of talking. Let's check it out. Alright, so most people are gone. There's only one viewer left, so that's alright. Don't know who's still here. Appreciate you. YouTube may be lying, but yeah, let's finish up here with the Yolos. That's usually how it goes. I was surprised yesterday there was still a lot of people sticking around, but yeah, usually people pop in the beginning, chat, and then they dip. So during the TA. So let me pull up the Yolos here, and we'll end on a high note. Alright guys, so today should be pretty fun, nothing too serious. Got 6 Yolos here. One about one of our congressmen from New Jersey. Lost corn. Got some Palantir lost corn. Stuff is still loading. One about some Russian ETFs. More lost corn. Alright, this one is gain corn on gold. And don't know why these two are still loading here. There we go. This one is gain corn in oil stocks. And last one, more gain corn in oil stocks. So yeah, mix of gain corn and lost corn today, all different all different commodities and equities. So let's do it, guys. So this one is by CIPO at the gate. Congressional loss Congressman Josh Gothamer, New Jersey, owns Russian Luke Oil and Yandex stocks he bought around February 4th, 2021. Luke Oil is down 90% since then. All right, let's check this out. So we're not going to read this whole thing, but it says he owns between $2,000 and $30,000 of depository receipts in Luke Oil. That's a pretty wide range. And then between 1,000 and 15,000 Russian in equities in Yandex. So another pretty wide range there. So I guess they're predicting between $3,000 and $45,000 in equity here. What, you know, doesn't he need to submit disclosures and stuff? Why don't they know the exact amount? Anyway, so he's down 90% on those. So probably not that bad to this guy, honestly. You know, Congress people make a lot of money. But yeah, that's a pretty big L. You know, having money in Russian assets there. So, yeah, insider trading is not a thing for all politicians. Only Nancy Pelosi and the big guys. So this guy, you know, he's a little guy. So he didn't have the inside scoop. So he's getting wrecked on Russian stocks there. All right, this one is by Sukin Surprise. You guys like art? Here's a performance art piece I've titled Palantir Bag Holder 2021-2022. I think this is just a chart of an image here. All right, so doesn't say the cost basis, but yeah, he's down about $102,000, down 64% in the past year. Still has 58K in here, so a lot of money. So this seems like Palantir stocks. Seems like he bought at the high of Palantir. And he's down, yeah, 64%. So about a 160K YOLO. And down 64% here. Pretty nasty. But hey, at least they're stocks. Palantir should come back eventually, so now it's just long-term hold. At least they're not FD YOLOs. So yeah, down 100K, but diamond hands, you should be all right.
With diamond hands, they knew they'd profit if they could only hold.
So yeah, some big lost corn, but not all that bad. He'll be all right. So Sukin Surprise, thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss, dude. But diamond hands, you should make your money back eventually. Could be a lot worse. Alright, this is by 2 Noob. So never seen this before. Anyone knows what happens next? So he says his long calls went to 0 before expiration. Anyone knows what happens next? Alright, so this is a... Wow. This is for RSX, which is a Russian ETF. So $10 call, January 20th, 2023. So this is a leaps. This was a long-term play. And yeah, it was $3,000 YOLO, $3,000 YOLO. And it's already at 0.
And it's gone.
I mean, I think RSX is not doing great. 550. That's kind of weird. It should have some value left. That is pretty interesting. Not quite sure why this is 0. It should be pretty low, but not 0. That's kind of weird to me. But what happens next? So, I mean, it's probably going to end up worthless anyway. So, can you get rid of it before it expires next year? You should be able to, for like 1 cent. Yeah, you can tax harvest. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure why it went to 0. That's kind of odd to me. But it's probably going to end up at 0 anyway. So, yeah, you should just try to sell it back. Unless there's no liquidity. But there should be. So, I'm not sure what's going on here. But, lost corn. And, yes, you should be able to sell it back and tax harvest that. So, 2 comma noob, thanks for posting. Sorry for your loss. Not all too bad. Not sure why you did that in the first place. That's pretty risky. But, yeah, not sure what's going on. But, yeah, I would just try to sell it back and write that off. Alright, this one's by Crazy Headshot JR. 10.5k gain on gold. Gotta love yellow shiny boomer metal. Alright, let's check this out. I think these are calls on golds here. Yep. Gold FDs, 25 calls. Expiring March 11th. And then, alright, so 4K YOLO, $3,900 YOLO. And then he sells it for over $14,000. Nice. So over a 10k gain here. Now this is pretty risky. Don't really recommend you guys do this. Because gold has been mooning lately. It usually doesn't moon like this. So yeah, gold's been like kind of low-key squeezing actually. So this is not typical, guys. Gold FDs. I mean, it's better than meme stocks, but still an FD. Not typical. This guy kind of got lucky. Some skill, some luck. But yeah, at this point, I think he should hit the sell button. I think he already sold. He did already sell, which is good on his part, because you know what's gonna happen in 3 days. This could go back below 185. So he did the right thing, hitting the sell button. So risky stuff, but it paid off. So Crazy Headshot JR, thanks for posting. Congrats to you, dude. Risky stuff, but it paid off, and you already hit the sell button, so it's over. Good thing you did that, because if you held, this might go to 0. So yeah, over a 200% gain there. Very nice. 250% gain. Enjoy the attendees, and good luck to you, dude. Thanks for posting. Alright, 2 more. This is by Vega Seller. 300k in XOP/CL/ZW calls. Oil to 300, wheat to 4,000. Alright, so this is a lot going on here, so we're not even going to really look at all this stuff. But yeah, we see CL, massive gains here. And down here we have XOP as well. I don't see CW. Not CW. ZW. Oh, here it is. Okay. So yeah, a lot going on here. But yeah, 300k YOLO. And well, no, it's a 200k YOLO. 180 in XOP and 200 in CL. And now he's up to 230k in XOP and 95k in CL. So almost a 150% gain here so far. So, you know, really fat gains already. I would probably consider taking something off the table, but looks like he's diamond hands. Yeah, September. These expire like in September and December, so he's in it for the long term. This could go really good, but you know, he's already up a lot of money. Nothing wrong with taking some money off the table here, but yeah, you know, if oil does go up and wheat does go up, this could go up a lot more. So A lot of money to be risking here. So, yeah, this guy definitely belongs in this forum, letting it ride. So, Vegas Seller, thanks for posting. Congratulations to you so far. Consider taking something off the table, some profits. I know you're pretty confident, and there's a good chance you're right, but you should lock in some gains, in my opinion. But, you know, this is Wall Street Bets. Excuse me. So, congratulations to you so far, and good luck to you in the future, dude. Please post updates. All right, last one by Novian B. Boomer move UCO update. At what point should I use these gains to enter a leveraged short ETF? All right, let's check it out. So this is actually, wow, really well done. So this looks like a 20K YOLO, and right now is up $241,000, up 1,100%. That's insane. So $16 price average, cost average. All shares, 1,356 shares, and he's all in. No diversity here. So Super 8 play, could have been FDs though. So Super 8 play, but not extreme 8 play. And yeah, this is printing, UCO. Wow, look at that. So he's been in this for a while. He's been in this for years now, it looks like. Oops, wrong button. Yeah, he almost caught the bottom here. 11, he caught it at 16, so really well done. Well, probably bought this back in 2020, which isn't that long ago, but yeah, this is running hard. And probably going to keep going up even more, so really, really well done. Awesome. So it's not totally boomer, but yeah, he bought you know, energy ETF, which is, but no diversity. Anyway, so this is real diamond hands, good long-term diamond hands here, fat gains. So, Novion B, thanks for posting. Congratulations to you, dude. Should you enter a short oil ETF leveraged? That may be in the short term. It doesn't have to be leveraged though. You know, you did the right thing in diamond handing long term. You don't have to like take that much of a risk at this point. But I guess it's house money at this point, so yeah, you can, but you made this much money doing the right thing, the conservative thing so far. I just stick with that. Either way, congratulations to you, dude. This is really well done. Thanks for posting. Alright, guys, so I'm not even sure if anyone's still here. Oh, there's 2 people still here, so don't know who it is. Thank you, guys. Don't everyone dipped. But yeah, we're done. So went over 2 hours today. Good stuff. You know, a lot of content to cover, a lot of news, a lot of TA to get to. Hope I didn't bore you guys too much. That was, you know, I don't really like talking that much during the shows. I'd rather just like answer your questions and stuff and, you know, not do so much TA, but sometimes that's what it is, especially today and yesterday. There's a lot of TA to cover, so. But yeah, you know, this was a great show. A lot of people in here today. We got 15 likes. Community is growing, so I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, Marvin's still here? Of course, Marvin's always here. So yeah, I enjoyed. Hope you guys enjoyed. More of a educational show today. Not so much, you know, chilling and joking around, but glad you guys came. Appreciate everyone. And that's all I got. So I definitely got to get this video out tonight. I slacked last night. Didn't get the video out. Lost probably a good amount of subs there, but gonna get this one out tonight. So that's all I got. Anything else before we get out of here? Questions, comments, concerns? Put them in the chat right now. Charts, anything? Otherwise, we out. All right, going once. Going twice. Cool. I think that's it. Let's get out of here, guys. Oops. Getting ahead of myself. thanks everyone for watching today. I appreciate you guys. Please, like the video. Please subscribe. And catch me every weekday after market close on the Smarter Gambling Show. Just get it done or you're fired? Yeah, I do have to get it done. Especially now because I don't even have an excuse. Because I'm done taking my test and stuff now. So, yep. I'm going to work on that very shortly here. Now we do the apes. You apes already know. Diamond hands to the moon. I'm Ty. This is Smarter Gambling. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out. How I feel about the test? I took the test, dude. I don't know if you saw, dude, but I took it and I passed. So I mean, I don't know how I did, but I passed. That's all I know. That's all that matters. They don't tell you what you got. Yeah, I'm not sure if you saw, Marvin, but I passed, and I'm officially a financial advisor now. So, the next step is to open my company, which I already did, but I got to get registered now. But yeah, don't know how I did. Honestly, it was pretty hard, but I passed. That's all that matters. So, yep. Next step is to form my company and then work on some Patreon stuff for you guys. So I'm glad that's over with. A lot of stress off my shoulders. But yeah, alright guys. We can talk more on Discord if you want about it, dude. But yeah, let's get out of here. Peace out, guys. See you guys tomorrow.